So, it is now day 1955, and this little pool behind me has been my fishing spot for most of that time. And it is useful. I've caught a number of items and fish and books from this little puddle of water in my basement. But with the I'm going to call it my storage room for now. I do think it's slowly turning into, just a with the title to it, I think I can just call it a second room to second area to my base. I suppose that is technically what a storage room is anyway, but I'm slowly turning it into a base and have several things planned for it that just makes it more like a base. I'm also getting distracted, so I figured instead of fishing down in the basement, I would make a fishing spot down in this little bottom area, because once I've got the last 2 layers of the floor done, I don't actually need to access down here, and because most of the places I will need to access in here up on these floors. So I figured a good use for this little space down here, because I frankly don't need the extra space to store stuff, would be to turn it into a sort of slightly nicer fishing spot. So, with that planned for the day, welcome back to Surviving Solo. I think that's one of the longest times I've managed to go through an explanation without actually having any intro. So, I want it to be sort of like the other floors, so it will be, so the actual platform will be 4 below, 5 actually, wherever that is, here-ish. Yeah, there. And then, obviously, not so obviously, I definitely thought through an explanation. There will be a wall that goes across here. There'll be water on this side to fish in, with glass on the bottom, although I don't think I've got enough black glass at the moment. So yeah, wall across here, sort of platform dry area over here, because tunnel and various bits and pieces. I really need to think through explanations better. Okay. Before I get too far and then realise don't actually know where things are going. That is not the correct block. Okay then. Just going to build a single block platform. Just so I know where the roof is. Then number 5 below that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be where the platform's going, hopefully. Oh. Try not to fall off it. I'll bring the platform out to here. And then go this way. So yeah, platform, fishing spot. I'm making decisions. Yes, I did actually do a design for this. No, I do not remember how I wanted it to look entirely, but, well, where I wanted blocks placed entirely. But what I did make was only a concept, so. If I change stuff, I change the stuff. Here goes there. I have failed to math. Okay. It's going to make my life easier and dig out all this. Anyway. Then realised it has to go up blocks anyway. That's fine. I think this is what I get for procrastinating recording. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is going on this level. Actually, no, I'm changing my mind again. Never mind. That's not your spot. 2, 2. That'll do. That'll do. That goes there, and so if I can remember what half of these are called. Chisel deep. I'm using chisel deep slate across the bottom, then deep slate. Fences, if I can place them, to add a bit of depth to it, so it's not just one flat wall. Then I'll have deep slate, more deep slate across here. So it's a bit flat at the moment. So I'm just going to make some sort of random holes in the wall. Yeah, a couple of odd spots in the walls. I'm just going to put a little bit of polished deep slate in, so it's not quite as flat to look at. So at the bottom here, I'm going to use black glass just to make the water look deeper than it is. I'm probably going to have to change that out for blackstone at some point, but I'll do that when I get to it. So I will eventually put a set of stairs going across here, or I'll just keep the ladder. Not entirely set on it, but there'll probably be a set of stairs going actually across there, to get to the first level. I'd like to keep the sort of pattern that it has going, which well, does mean it'll be something sort of like that. And then this one might have, going through there, the alternating tile and slabs instead of it just being the bricks and smooth slabs. And the last spot, that is the little fishing platform done. Yeah. So definitely have to do the roof. Five layers, a layer in between, 9 layers down. I will dig down another 8 layers and then come back and actually see how much glass I have. And that is 9 layers done. Well, the 8 layers that need to be done. So I don't think I have enough black stained glass at the moment. But hopefully I do. If I don't, it's not the end of the world. I can wait to get more ink sacs, or I can go get more ink sacs and make more if I need to. I just figured I should probably see whether the glass that I already had would be enough. And sacrificial wood block. So yeah, the glass should create almost a fog like effect at the bottom of the fishing spot, at the bottom of the water. One ink, 2 ink, XT. And don't forget that spot. That is a complete floor of probably mildly unsettling void. The next part of this is obviously filling it with water. Okay, that one there. Oh, cool. I think I need to do blackstone all the way down, or at least down to the first 2 layers of glass, but that's the start of this area. I'll do this up here, chuck some lights down, and it'll be a little fishing area done. And nope, that is the fishing spot done for now. There's a few things I'll probably add in future, but for now it is time to go fishing. So I'll see you in the next one.